Every decision you make is recorded somewhere.
Now I have a feeling that everything about me is known, like all my details, and that's quite frightening.
We can trace a cellular phone number, a pay telephone number. We can find out somebody's neighbors.
With location tracking information, people can find you any time of the day.
We can also determine somebody's address from their phone number.
Information exists. You can get it. The internet is just giving a tool to more people.
We have an unlisted telephone number trace. We can find out where somebody works.
Some international terrorism activity occurred, and they actually tried to blackmail a company to say, if you don't give us $100,000, then we're going to post your customers' credit cards online for free for everyone to download.
When the Amy Boyer case, an individual managed to find where she lived and kidnapped Amy and killed her.
Privacy is every person's right and shouldn't be bought or sold.
We are heading to the Federal Trade Commission, and it's a workshop dedicated to privacy and security in the wireless web.
Dr. Lawrence Poneman for PricewaterhouseCoopers.
It's not about more law. It's about good law that has strong enforcement.
Government is one of the biggest abusers of privacy, so why in the name of God should we think, well, if it's got a government seal, CIA, that means they're protecting our privacy? It just doesn't work that way.
I do not see a way from here to there with self-regulation alone.
I'll be very honest, I don't see anything intelligent in the privacy field in North America.
While we're pondering and debating the issue, more people will be hurt. Just too much noise in the system right now, to be honest with you. What drives the internet is the idea that technology makes life convenient. That with the internet, you have the ability to buy and shop and learn all online. It's one of the greatest things in the universe, as far as I'm concerned.
I use it to check news, stocks, bonds.
I like to check out hairstyles on the internet.
The motivator for a good internet is to continue to do all of these wonderful things without necessarily having a lot of the social harm, like losing a piece of you, losing privacy.
I don't think anybody has a right to disseminate information.
Privacy statement isn't a matter of words. It's a commitment, it's a pledge of a company to its stakeholders.
If an e-commerce site ever sold my information or violated the privacy agreement, I would terminate my business with them.
The idea of selling a customer's name compared to the value of that customer and the potential loss of future revenue associated with a distrust of Expedia, it's just not worth it.
Customer loyalty is inextricably connected to privacy. And so if you can prove you're doing it right, you probably get a greater share of customers. So we determine whether a company is walking the walk with respect to the assertions that they make in their own privacy policy. It's about setting up a control infrastructure to identify problems and helping them manage the entirety of privacy compliance. We also look at the technology, and we hack our client systems to determine whether the security infrastructure is good enough.
You can't have good privacy practices without great security practices as well.
If you are ever hacked into, it's probably really difficult to regain the trust of any of your consumers.
The future of the internet is the wireless internet. Whether you're holding a Palm Pilot or a BlackBerry or some smartphone.
I know there's services coming out where if you called up on your cell phone, you might get an ad right here from this store because it knows where you are.
To what extent does the capability of individuals and companies to track others create an environment or a culture of paranoia and fear?
I'm worried about Big Brother in general. I would not want anybody to be able to locate me.
The issue of location is the most sensitive of sensitive information. Knowing where you are, how fast you're walking, calculating your velocity down the street. Well, it seems like, science fiction. That technology exists today. With the wireless web and with wireless telephone, we have the ability to bring that technology instantly into a country. We're going to see incredible, massive growth of these technologies around the world. So it does become a global issue. Our view is that a company needs to be trustworthy, and we can help them establish an accountability process, ultimately engendering trust.